Hello, my name is Randy Detrick. I'm the son of Sandy Detrick, husband to my beautiful wife Tiffany, and the proud dad of 3 spectacular children. My mission is to add value to others. I believe in the power of the human spirit, and thank you for listening. If you enjoyed today's podcast, please share it with a friend. Help me spread the good, the clean, the pure, the positive. When there is hope in our future, there is power in our present. Hi, everyone. Man, I hope you had a spectacular weekend. I'm shooting this podcast on a Sunday, and it is beautiful out right now. I'm at the house, and I went up to the room and into Maggie's room to kind of hide away to shoot this podcast because, man, I have a spectacular message for y'all today. It is the message from my mom. My mom ingrained this into my brother and I growing up. She had it written everywhere. She said it to us every day in different versions. It is the message of this: pursue all your dreams with all your imagination, and ignore the false sense of fear when it creeps into your life. Man, that is the message for every person to live out every day. And if we live out our life with that in mind, we will have the boldness and the courage to pursue all of our dreams with every single bit of imagination that God gave us. You see, my mom said the words, that false sense of fear, for a reason, because the enemy is not out there. It's not out in the outside world. It's inside of our heads, because it really is a false sense of fear. Fear has no place on the outside of our minds. It does not exist in nature. It only exists inside of our own heads. You see, no one has ever seen fear. You can't see it. We've only felt it. And fear, it can be paralyzing. It can stop dreams dead in their tracks. It's a fact that every decision that is made out of fear, it's a wrong decision. Every single one. And how many people do you know? They're not living their dreams. They're living their fears. Because all decisions that are made out of fear is a decision made from scarcity. It's the scarcity mindset, not an abundance mindset. You see, fear says there's not enough, that you might not make it, that you might not qualify, you might not succeed. Or the abundance mindset says, if I don't succeed this time, I have next time, and the next time, and the next time. It is a fact that if you want to double your rate of success, you must double your rate of failure. That's the way it works. In fact, the path to success is through failure. Failure is not a person. It's an event that happens that we must get through to get to the success on the other side of it. When we make decisions based on fear, we stop living our dreams and we're living our fears. No one ever said, I'm so glad that I was so afraid to take the action. No one's ever said, I am so glad that I was too fearful to take a leap on my own abilities. No one's ever said that. Fear of failure is the death of dreams. Can I say it again? Fear of failure is the death of dreams. Don't let it be you. Fear that you're not pretty enough. Fear that you're not strong enough. Fear that you're not smart enough. It's all that false sense of fear that will cause a person to not pursue all their dreams with all their imagination. Fear has no place being inside of you. In fact, fear should be looked at as another F word. It's just a bad word that should never come out of anyone's mouth. It's ugly and nasty. You shouldn't even think it. You shouldn't even say it. The key is to change our thinking from a scarcity mindset, which is based in fear, to an abundance mindset, which is based in faith. You know, as children, none of us had fear. In fact, as children, we didn't even have a comfort zone, because everything was brand new and for the first time. That's the fact of life. And as we get older, we develop a comfort zone, and then we just stay there. And that's where dreams die, in that comfort zone. As children, we all had faith in ourselves that we could do it. We took the chance. We jumped when it looked a little too scary. Everything was brand new as children. And the key to being adult is to get out of a comfort zone and live out there, because that's where the vividness of our life is. You know, the key is what you feed. Whatever you feed in your mind will grow in your life. So if you feed fear, guess what you're going to be growing inside your mind? More fear. If you feed the faith, that's what will grow more. Feed your faith every single day. Feed your faith of what you're meant to be. You know, I tell a story in the Underground Experience how there was a young musician that came to the winery, and one day he came to us saying, hey, I don't think I can make a living being a musician. And my wife heard this conversation. She goes, man, you are in a serious situation in life. She goes, I heard you use the words purpose and meaning and dream and what I was born to do. And you're telling me that you were about to abandon your purpose in life. And the moment we do that, we will never get paid for being simply who we are. How many people do you know? They hate going to work. They hate the daily grind, and they call it a grind because one day they decided that, you know what? It's too fearful. I'm too afraid to abandon my purpose. I'm too afraid to pursue my purpose. So I'm going to abandon my purpose and chase the dollar because that just seems so much safer to do. That is the most risky thing you could ever do. Because a lot of people, they regret that for the rest of their life. And then they have this thing where they go, when I retire, that's when I'll pursue my purpose. That's not the way life's meant to be. The word retire means to be tired again. And retirement is a dangerous game. My name is Randy, and I will never retire. Because retirement, it's dangerous. The average American lives in retirement for 8 years, and then they die. 8 years. Don't ever retire. Just go to something else. Pursue something else. If you quit your day job and you pursue your purpose, wow, life will become so vivid in that moment. So I want to encourage you to feed your faith. See yourself through God's eyes, not yours, because you are his greatest creation. Imagine a world where dreams are fulfilled, meaning and purpose is a daily default, and energy and enthusiasm was in abundance. It's all on the other side of the word yes. That's where that life is. Say yes to the greatest hopes and dreams that were put inside of you as a child. I know this as a fact. I know that life is meant to be lived outside of our comfort zone. We push the envelope every day at Blue Ridge. I will always push the envelope because you never want to stay in the comfort zone. And this is why when people come to Blue Ridge, they go, wow, everything's brand new all the time. It always seems to be improved upon. And in order to do that, you got to stay out of the comfort zone. You got to get out there and live out there. Just when you feel like, I can coast, that's the most dangerous spot you ever could be in because nature rejects idleness. There is no such thing as coasting into success because all coasting goes downhill. Nature rejects idleness. Everything that lays still in the woods rots away. The trees are growing or dying. The grass is growing or dying. Us and our dreams, they are growing or dying. Nothing stays still. Push on. Don't ever coast. I want to encourage you to step out of your comfort zone. Step out of it and stay out there. I am not saying to quit your day job right now. That would be a very bad approach. The 9 to 5, that allows you stability. And if you're in that world right now, I want to encourage you to keep it stable for you, your family, your children. Stay there. But there's this thing called the 6 to 9. And the 6 to 9, that's when you can begin to build your dreams. The 6 to 9 game can actually undo the 9 to 5 game. So get enthusiastic, pour yourself into the 6 and 9 game. And one day you'll see that the 6 to 9 game will replace the 9 to 5 game. I want to encourage you to step out of your comfort zone, push your body, breathe hard, push your mind, study hard, study long, build relationships, love deeply, and apologize wholeheartedly to anyone you need to in the world that you owe an apology to. Because I got to tell you, it's holding you back right now. Every single person out there that you need to apologize to, race to them because it's holding you back. You are tied to them like a knot. And it's just holding you down. Go and clean up those relationships. Make sure you're focusing on the good, the clean, the pure, the positive. You're not focusing on what was, but you're focusing on what can be. That's where life should be. So take a leap. Life can have many regrets, but no one has ever regretted chasing their dreams. That's a fact. Chase it today. I love you. My name is Randy, and I want to encourage you to take the advice from my mom to pursue all your dreams with every single bit of imagination that God put inside you. And whenever you feel the false sense of fear creeping in, just ignore it. Just go, that has no place being inside my mind. I was not born to live my life in fear. I was born to live my life in faith. And you watch what happens. Say it every day. Say it out loud because what you speak into the world will come into your life. You'll be amazed what happens. I love y'all. I hope today added value to your life. It sure added value to mine. Next week's message, holy cow. I got a good one coming up. I love y'all. Thanks for being part of my life. Thanks for making me better. I hope this week's message added value. Share it with a friend. I'm telling you, you want to change the world. It starts with one person. It starts with you. It starts with me. Be the change. I love y'all. Talk to you soon.